Christine. It is still Sunday, April 26th, 2020. And I want to talk for a second about the difference between power animals and an animal that shows up as a spirit guide. Animals that show up as guides show up when we need a message that they can embody and share with us. And we can also use shamanic journeying through to receive messages from guides. And that is primarily what I use journeying for. My power animal helps me and goes with me, and I journey with my power animal to receive messages from guides. So now that you have done a journey, what do you think? So did you make it up? I don't know. Did you make it up? Pretty sure you didn't make it up. I was going to share with you one of my journeys that I had done, and my intention was to go. This was when I had cancer. I was bald. I was in the middle of chemotherapy, and it was raining. And my intention was to go to the lower world with Golden Eagle and get a message from the third animal that I met. So we went to the lower world, and we came out on this plain, and it was just warm, and it was Africa, and I could smell the sweet grass. I had long hair. Oh, remember, I'm bald. I had long hair, and it was blowing. And all of a sudden, there was this tiger beside me, and he was soft, and he let me pet him. And I asked him, do you have the message for me? And he's like, no, I'm just your guide. And he was soft, and his tail was twitching, and he started walking through the grass. And we entered into the jungle, and we came around this pool. It was a dark pool. It was sort of deep green that you couldn't see into, and all of a sudden these big eyes came up out of the water, and it was a huge bulbous eyes that were from a big round fish. And I said, are you the animal? I knew I'd asked for the third one, but he said, nope. And the tiger's like, he's just distracting you. We need to go this way. So I was like, all right. And I followed the tiger, and all of a sudden we came out of the jungle again, back onto the plain, and the tiger was gone. And I saw I could smell like horsey, and I saw these tall, spindly legs, the giraffe, right in front of me. And I looked up, and she was just those brown doe eyes, just looking down at me as if I was her calf. And just, the warm breeze was back. And I said, do you have a message for me? And she said, yes. And she sort of flicked her tail in my face, and I grabbed onto it, and we walked slowly across toward these trees. And they had long leaves, long, tall trees, and she was way up there in the trees eating. And she said, eat from the trees. They're part of your path. And remember, I'm very sick at this time. And she said, keep your vision high. Keep it up. Don't lean down and try to get down to the ground, because down at the ground, that's where the hard stuff is happening. So keep your vision high and look out over this beautiful land that you have, and beautiful, beautiful life that you have. And I felt like she was also telling me to eat from the trees, don't. And it turns out that I have a problem with carbohydrates, and have since I've had cancer treatment, actually. And so root vegetables are not good for me. They make me feel sick. They make me feel bad. So eating, high things, green vegetables, green fruits, things like that, is really something that's good for me. And then I just expressed, and you can talk in a journey. And I said, I don't know about money. And she said, you're going to have plenty of money to pay for the food. It's going to blanket the ground like like green leaves. You'll be able to walk on it. Now, if you know me, you know that money is always just there. I always have enough, but it's a trust factor. And she was right. It's been 3 years, and I've never had a lot of money, but I've always had just enough money, and I've had enough money to buy good food. So that was I've gone back to that journey many times and reminded myself that if I keep my vision high and I look at what I have and focus on caring for myself in this beautiful place, this beautiful spirit animal gave me this message that I needed at a time when I was in a very dark place. Don't look at this, don't look at the ground. Don't look at the ground, look at the sky, look at the horizon, the beautiful landscape, and care for yourself, eat well. That was a beautiful journey for me, and it's something I've never forgotten, or will I, because I wrote it down. So these are the kind of messages that you can go and ask for. I mean, I need a message from the third animal that I see. I didn't even know what I needed to hear, but they know what we need to hear. So I encourage you to try that, and to ask your power animal to take you to where you need to go and who you need to meet for messages that you need. So welcome to the world of connection with spirit through shamanic journeying. And thank you all for listening, and I will happy to answer any more questions. And I will put up another video soon, I'm sure. Lots of love.